Time to wrap it up for December the 18th, 2014. We had another great trading day today. We got the direction right on all the markets that we covered. Got the levels right for execution on half of them. So not a bad day at all. We came in as buyers of the E-mini, wanted to buy 25s to 27s. Almost tested on this first go for the day session, was tested on the second go. Great buy signals. We prefer, now even in this area right here, we've got buy signals. The trades didn't go anywhere, but you had 4 or 5 bars to scratch the trade. These buy signals worked well. These buy signals worked well. This one, you didn't take out that bar's high, so there's no trade there. This one, you did take out the bar's high, so this is clearly a loser. Got a head and shoulders pattern. Here's a sell signal. Gives you a nice little winner, then we're back to the long side. And the market has been pointed higher all day long. So again, the idea was to be long. The level was 25 to 27. Almost tested once, was tested once. So we had 2 tests of the 25-28 area. It held, and the market is currently trading 20.45. That's a pretty good day. That's a pretty good day. So what do we have in store for tomorrow? Everybody is long the stock market once again because the Fed has signaled their support for the market, and they're going to be very cautious about raising interest rates. Yellen slipped yesterday and said there would not be any interest rate rise for at least 2 meetings, which gets us into April. I think the February-March February meetings at the end of February, and they combined both of them for February and March, but I'm not 100% sure of that. So higher low, higher high, we're buyers on the break. Capital is flowing into the market. Why is it flowing into the market? Because it's a strategy that has worked ever since March of 2009. Don't jump off the horse that brung you here. And there's a lot of wisdom in that very simple truism. If it's worked before, there's no reason to assume that it won't work again. So keep doing it the way it works. Okay, so we have a high above, what, 2078, 20, somewhere in that area. I don't see any reason that we're not going to take that out and close on a new high by year's end, maybe even before. So what are we dealing with now? If we put all this together, definitely dealing with a P. With volume high in the distribution on F split. I do a B split. On this particular one, probably an F split would be a little more accurate. Still dealing with a B. So this market is pointed higher. Both the F1 and F2 screens say higher, so looking for a place to buy it. This 40-42 area will be buy 1, and 35-37 will be buy 2. So basically we have support at 35 to 40. Getting stops above 50, so first sell is 50-51, and then our 54-56 for sell 2. Looking at the note, clearly in a sell, lower high, lower low. Want to get short to see if we can take out the 2608, 2610 area. A lot of people want to read a lot into profile analysis. It really is just the skewing of volume to time. It is the shape of the pattern. A lot of people talk about TPO counts, all this other stuff, but you know, you just can come in and say, by golly, I'm looking at a B. I want to find a place to sell it. So where's the last rotate up? 16 right here. So I'm going to sell failure to take out 16 to 20. If the E-mini is in a heavy sell-off, we don't want to be short. Pretty simple. Second sell will be 23 to 27. On the buy side, I think we're headed lower. First support is going to be 4 to 8, so put a buy one at 5 to 9 for the overnight. Let them get stops below the day session's low. And then 29 to 01 for buy 2. There's no news to drive the trading tomorrow. So if the markets don't start moving early in the session, we're liable to look at a pretty quiet session. Okay, the financials will trade well into Christmas Eve, and then they will not trade well from Christmas through the New Year's, unless there's a major piece of news during that time. And the indexes can trade well from Christmas to New Year's. In fact, it is the play, and the market usually rallies. And given what the Fed's doing right now, I wouldn't expect anything any different. But the financials will pretty well shut down come next Wednesday. Looking at the 30-year, knob spread got whacked again today. Got this low over here. We got volume from 15 down to 11. The low volume numbers down there is 42.24, then 43.01, then 8. So I think there's probably pretty good support, 8 to 12. So we'll make a 9.13 buy. For the overnight, the day session, we want that lower than 1.5 for 2. On the sell side, 23.27, and then 31 to 03. If the E-mini is selling, we do not want to be short. Looking at gold, article out that Russia has sold a lot of their gold to prop up their currencies. You never know if that's true or not, but Societe Generale said that they dumped $4.5 billion worth of gold on the market. So that probably is reason enough to be a seller. I see a trading range. We've got resistance at 12. We've got support at 85. We're kind of in the middle. So our first sell is going to be 1200, 1202. For the overnight, 5 to 7 for sell 2. On the buy side, 90 to 92. We're back where we were the other day. And then 85 to 87. Basically see a trading range tomorrow, unless we get help from the news. Looking at crude, we're knocking on the door of support down here. So we like the short side of the market, want to get short, lower high, lower low to see if we can take out our 53.75. The Saudi article out saying the reason for the collapse in prices is the lack of demand. And don't go, well, duh. And that's the reason prices are lower. So Saudi Arabia and the Persian states have decided to slow down Iran a little bit and maybe rush, because the first sell is going to be 55. It's a round number. We're going to be selling 55 plus or minus, and 55, 50 to 75. If we can't take out 54, we want to get long. And I imagine we get stops below 53.75, so we'll make buy to 53.50 to 75. Now, if it were in the day session, I would drop it down to 53. But because it is the night session, usually a little bit tighter market, not as much range. 55 and a quarter is pretty aggressive. 55.50 to 75 is not. And the euro. Big picture, and we need to go do this on a regular basis. You should do it a couple times a day. You can see got this low over here in the 22.60 to 70 area, and the market is pointed that way. So I don't really like the long side of the market, as you well know. 22.50 is a round number. It could bring in some short covering. So we'll make our buy 150 to 60 on the assumption that we can take out stops below 75. 75 is a decision point. If we can't crack 75, we can get long to see if we can get back up above 23.10 to 20. On the sell side, we got 23.10. Pretty aggressive, and 20 to 30 not so aggressive. And we have no news to drive tomorrow's trading, so could have a fairly quiet session overnight. That's it for December the 18th, 2014. I'll see you all bright and early in the morning, 6:45 Central Time. Y'all have a great evening. Later.